Hi friends, hope you all are doing good. My name is Shubham. So today in this video we are going to learn number work. Number work is the chapter 1 of the 8th standard scholarship exam. Okay, so let's start. So our chapter 1 is number work. Okay, in this number work we are going to learn and understand the types of number. Total 6 types of number we are going to learn. The first one is natural number or counting numbers. Counting number. Second one is whole number. Third one is integer. Fourth one is rational number. Fifth one is irrational number. And sixth one is a real number. Okay, so just going to learn total 6 type of numbers. First one is natural number, second one is whole number, third one is integer, fourth one is rational number, fifth is irrational number, and sixth is real number. Okay, so let's start with natural number. Also, counting number. Okay, so what is natural number? What is the definition of natural number? Okay, the group of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and dash 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 is called natural number. Okay, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 20, 88, 500, 1000, 8. These all are natural numbers. Okay, so remember important point. Important points. Natural numbers start with 1. All are positive numbers. And does not include 0. Okay, so repeat with me. Natural numbers are the numbers starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dash dash dash. It's called natural numbers. Okay, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 90, 100, 200, 500. So these all are natural numbers. One more thing, all are greater than 0. Means starts with 1. Okay, so this is called natural number. Now we are going to learn what is whole number. whole number always start with 0. Means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the definition, the group of numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dash, 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 dash is called whole number. Okay. Only difference between natural and whole number is that in natural number 0 is not there. It starts with 1. Whole number starts with 0. Important points. Starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 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 up to infinite. Okay, so remember, whole number starts with 0, always positive number, always positive number. Okay, and should not be in the form of fraction or decimal. Fraction means p by q, and decimal means 1.85. Example, just the example. So wherever there is dot means in the form of decimal, so those are not a whole numbers. Means whole number does not include fraction or decimal. Okay, so please repeat with me. Whole numbers are the numbers. Group of numbers contains 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is called whole numbers. You can also take in the way that whole numbers start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means that contains 0. It starts with 0. Always positive numbers. Negative numbers are not allowed. Negative numbers are not whole numbers. So always positive numbers are the whole numbers and should not be in the form of fraction. Means p by q, 5 by 4, 3 by 5. So these are the fractions. Those are not whole number. Also in the form of point, 1.85 or 87.88 or 96.22. So not, these are not whole numbers. Okay, so make this point clear. Whole number always start from 0 and always positive numbers. Okay, so now we are going to understand third part, that is integer. In simple language I can explain you that integers contains all whole number, natural number, and one more. What is this one? Let me write first whole number. Whole number also includes natural number. So let me write first whole number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dash, dash, dash. Okay, this all my whole numbers. If I take negative values of this number, and add in this line, for example, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -9, and dash dash dash. Okay, this complete part become integers. Okay, just remember important points. Integers are positive or negative whole numbers. So means both positive, this is positive, this is negative, and 0. Okay, so in the integers, it contains both positive and negative values of the whole numbers plus 0. Whole number includes 0, you know, right? We understood in the last part. So whole number start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 to dash dash dash. And if I take the negative values, doesn't mean that it should be in the sequence, but it's just a random number you can take. So for example, -480 integer, -64 integer, 30 integer. Again, we saw in the whole number should not be in the form of p by q, means the fraction, or decimal, means point. This cannot be integers. Okay, so for example, 19 by 4, no, not an integer. Then 1.89, not an integer. Again, -30.7, not an integer, because they are in p by q format, means fraction, not allowed, decimal, not allowed, p by q. Okay, so let's understand this part. Again, I am repeating, what is integer? Integer is the number we can get by adding positive, negative values of the whole number. Whole number start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the infinite. Again, if you take the negative values of -1, -2, -3 to the infinite, this all become the whole number. So remember, okay, and it should not be in the form of fraction and should not be in the form of decimal. So this is very important part. For example, temperature. Okay, -30 degree. It's an integer. Okay, so this like we can use in our day-to-day life. Integers. First, where did we start? We start with natural number. Natural numbers start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, second part, whole number. Whole number start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then integer. Integer also contains 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus negative values of the numbers. For example, -1, -2, -3, -5, -6, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this all becomes the integers. Okay. Now we are going to understand the part 4 is rational number. Okay, so rational number. What is rational number? Remember one thing. Rational number in the form of P by Q. It is always in the form of P by Q. So by definition, a rational number is any number that can be expressed as a fraction. We seen right? P by Q means fraction. Okay, P by Q means this is numerator, this is denominator. Okay, P by Q it should be in, so P by Q in the format means rational number, where P by Q numerators are integers, both positive and negative. Okay, and Q should not be 0. Okay, so whatever number we can express in the form of P by Q is called the rational number, where P are the positive or negative integers and Q should not be 0. Okay, so example 3 by 5. Okay, so 3 by 5 is form of P by Q. Okay, means rational number. Okay, then I can say 2.5. Okay, 2.5 can be also written by 10 by 4. Is also a rational number. Okay, again minus 5 by 7 in the form of P by Q is also a rational number. Okay, so whatever number we can express in the form of P by Q are called rational numbers. Okay, you understood, right? Now, important point. All integers are rational numbers because why all integers are rational numbers? If I take integer as -7, it can be written as a -7 by 1. Okay, then next part, if I mention -8, it can also become the -8 by 1. Both are the similar values. Then 11 can also become 11, can be written, not become, it can be written any manual number. So these all are rational numbers. Okay, this rational number, if I mention 8 by 0, will it be rational number? No, because this is in the form of P by Q, but Q should not be 0. So 8 by 0 not a rational number. Okay, the important thing is that Q should not be 0. Again, there are two forms of decimal form. Okay, so decimal form. Decimal form of a rational number. We seen right 1.28. This point means decimal. Any of the number that is written in 1.28 format or 96.25, 28.25, 88.1, 16.17, whatever numbers you are written in the form of point or dot, point 16.17 or 89.98 percentage or 81.50 percentage. This point in means the decimal format. But if you take this decimal format in more details, there are two types. First one is terminating decimal fraction, and second one is non-terminating fraction. Okay, so we are going to learn this part: terminating decimal, non-terminating decimal. This is terminating and this is non-terminating. Okay, in the same screen you are going to understand both parts. If I write one example 45.4, okay, 4 ones are 4, 0, then I take 5, 4 ones are 4, then 1. Now I cannot divide 1 by 4, so I take 0 here and I mention here a point. Now 4 twos are 8, 2 remainder, again 0, 4 fives are 20, okay, it's 20. Now I take non-terminating example as 20 by 3. 3 6 are 18, remainder 2, 0, 0. If you give 0, then here 1 point. 3 6 are 18, again 2, 6, again 0. 3 6 are 18, again 2, 0. 3 6 are 18, again 2, 0. 3 6 are 18, again 2, 0. Will it get ended? No. You will get 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, this is non-ending process. You can do this division for an hour, for a day, weeks, months, years, but this never will get ended. This will be continued. Okay, and remainder is non-zero. Means this means so this means non-ending, non-terminating decimal. Okay, as this is this non-zero, but here it's 0 and ended means terminating. Okay, so this is the basic difference. Here it's 0, it's ended, the end. Here no end, it is continued. This part continued. Okay, so this is non-terminating, non-ending division. So this is terminating decimal, this is non-terminating decimal. Okay, so I am repeating again. Rational number is the number which can be written in the form of p by q. P by q also written becomes the decimal format, and q should not be the zero. And there are two types of fraction in the decimal form. There are two form of decimal for rational number. One is terminating, second one is non-terminating. Terminating means we get the remainder 0 and our answer becomes short, means it is constant. But non-terminating, that is non-ending process, it will be continued till what point you want. It will never get ended, so it's called non-terminating. Okay, so important thing to remember. Two part terminating, non-terminating in the decimal form of rational numbers. Okay, okay. The next part is irrational number. So what is irrational number? So let's first understand the definition. Okay, an irrational number is a number that cannot be expressed in the form of fraction, that is p by q. Whatever the number that we cannot return in the form of p by q is called irrational number. In simple, there are very limited irrational numbers. Out of this example, pi is the value that we use in mathematics or in the physics for pi, and the value is 3.1415 and dash 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 dash. This is non-ending process. Whatever the remainder that we are getting by dividing the two numbers, that is non-repeating and non-terminating. So important points. Important points. Remainders are non-terminating and non-recurring. Okay, so this is called irrational number. Example 2, this is example 1 is pi, example 2 is square root of 2. The value is 1.41421 dash 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 dash. Okay, so it's very easy to understand. Keep in mind that the number which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q are called irrational numbers. And example pi and square root of 2. So this is called irrational numbers. Okay, fine. Okay, so next part we are going to understand is real number. It's very easy to understand. Both irrational and rational numbers are called real numbers. Just remember, both rational and irrational numbers are real numbers. That means all rational number are real number. All irrational numbers are also real numbers. You get questions on this. You need to understand the difference between rational, irrational, and real. Okay, it is a very important part. But here in the real number, it's very easy to understand. Both rational and irrational numbers are real numbers. Okay, okay. Now we are going to do the revision of all the numbers. So we have learned total six type of numbers: natural numbers, whole number, integer, rational, irrational, and real numbers. Okay, natural numbers also called counting numbers, then starts with 1. Whole numbers also include natural numbers and it starts with 0. Integers are the numbers that contains both natural and whole numbers with their negative values. It's all positive negative values with 0 are the integers. Natural, whole, and integer should not be in the form of p by q or decimal. Point is not allowed, or p by q format, or what is number, whatever number you are creating or you have. So those are not allowed. In simple language, fraction and decimal are not allowed in natural, whole, and integers, all three. Now the fourth part, rational number. So whatever numbers we can express in the form of p by q are called rational numbers. Okay. Then irrational numbers. Whatever the numbers that cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, it's called irrational numbers. And real numbers are the numbers that contains both rational and irrational numbers. Okay, so if you have any doubts on this part, please let me know in the comment section. Mention your question in the comment section. I will try to make that part clear. If you need any further help, just let me know. So thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.